Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. It's been a little while. I thought today I would just work in one of my itty bitty journals. I had grand intentions of this journal being finished before Christmas, and it didn't happen. And I think part of why that doesn't happen for me is that I try to do a spread all at once. And I wanted to do what my friend Birdie, the recycled hippie chick, does. She goes through her journals and just adds little things here and there and doesn't necessarily complete a page all at once. She just goes through it and adds stuff. And I think that sounds like fun. I literally have no idea what I'm going to actually do today, but I didn't want to let another day go by without posting a video. Also, I want to say thank you to my new patrons. So shout out, first of all, Kelly, I'm going to give you another shout out because you were my very first patron. And I don't know if you heard my last shout out, but I want you to know how thankful I am to you for kicking things off. Susan, thank you for joining. I have my little Rolodex over here that I'm keeping track of everybody's name in. Sorry, I am so excited to have you along. Sorry, thank you so much. Barry, thank you. You're awesome. You've been such a long time supporter. I sure do appreciate you. Kelly, yay, Kelly. Lindsay in Texas, thank you for joining. And then we also have Lindsay in Vermont. So thank you, Lindsay in Vermont. Thank you both. And then Rox, R-O-X. I don't know if that's your real name, but it's very beautiful and fun. So thank you for your support. And I'm super excited about getting Happy Mail out to my patrons on the 15th of the month, and I'll do another video about that. I'm excited I was able to get a tutorial up on the Patreon page, and there'll be more of that coming as well. So yeah, did that. That's exciting. It's so fun because I feel like, you know, the internet is such a big thing, but it's like just this little tribe of people that love all the same things, you know, the junk journal things. And so that's fun. So I have my smaller than $1 bin here. I don't know, that's maybe actually the size of $1. I should have that somewhere else. Well, so is this, but I figured I could rip pieces off of here. But it is gonna kind of clog up my scraps. And I'm definitely working small today, so I thought I might just like take a little bit of this. It's funny, these are my small ones and this is my small journal. Like literally there's no way I need even half this much, but anyway. So here we go. What are we doing? I don't know. I thought I would do some matte medium and put some things on the page. I'm not really a purple gal, so I mean, I like it, you know, other people's stuff I like it on, but for me, I'm not a purple person. Although I love that, you know, that poem about when I'm old, I'll wear purple. Let's see, I want a little, just a little, like, oof, what am I doing? My desk is a mess. If you could see the whole thing, you'd probably roll your eyes. I just want to do this so that I'm not getting glue on any other pages. But what was I saying? Okay, the poem about when I'm old, I'll wear purple. I love that poem. And maybe I will wear purple someday. I don't know. But at any rate, I'm not going to feel sad about covering up this purple page. But that's okay, because it's just another layer, right? I'm gonna have some sets of these itty bitty journals in my February 3rd shop update. So if you're interested in getting one of those, they'll be there. I'm selling them in sets of 2 because they're just so tiny. It's fun to have one and you can give one to a friend or just have a couple of them. Like, and that now I'm hoping with this new method that maybe I'll get enough done and I can actually put like 2 of them on the tree next Christmas. Lofty goals, but we'll see. Gotta start somewhere. But yeah, I know other people do this method too, and I can't think of their names right off the top of my head, but I see people on Instagram or here on YouTube just going through and adding stuff here and there, and then it's like easier to finish a page because it's partially done. So I don't know. I love making art journals, but honestly, I don't think I'm very good at filling them in. But I would like to get better at filling them in. So that's what I'm working on. Getting better at that. There is some noisy car outside my window. There he goes. It really was a car too, not like a motorcycle. Interesting. Interesting. So I went and did adulting today, which means I bought groceries. It's like the 3rd time buying groceries this week. How do you guys buy groceries? Do you do it all at once, or do you go out and just like get them when you need them? I need scissors. Where's scissors? Hello, scissors. Seriously, I own 4 pairs of scissors in this room alone, but none of them are at my desk. Okay, that's all right. We got this. Oh, there's one. Now I see it, now that I came back. But anyway, so I go to Walmart about once a month now. I used to go to Walmart for shopping all the time, which I know there's reasons not to go there, but there's reasons not to go everywhere, and I just need to do what works for me. But they started, so when you do grocery pickup, which I love grocery pickup because I'm not a fan of peopling in the store. I'm gonna do a little gesso here, I think. I have this almost empty gesso container. I think I could use that. Squirrel. Anyway, where was I? So, yeah, grocery pickup I love, but Walmart has started to charge. So when they offer you a substitution, it used to be that whatever they substituted, they gave you the price of the item you ordered. So say you ordered generic something, that was cheaper than the name brand, you would get the name brand item. If they didn't have the generic item, you would get the name brand item, and you would only pay the generic price, which is still the way that Fry's does it. And in my opinion, that's a nice perk for, anyway, if they're not going to have the item that I ordered. So, but Walmart started charging. So I ordered, like, eggs is a bad example, but that's what the first thing was that I had ordered that they charged me. They said, oh, we don't have, they had it when I ordered it. It was in stock, but when I went to pick it up, they didn't have it in stock. So they wanted to substitute $7 a dozen eggs and charge me the $7 a dozen. I'm like, no, if I wanted to buy $7 a dozen eggs, then I would have ordered them, but that's not what I was trying to do here. So anyway, it just kind of, it makes me feel like they're like, oh, we'll stock a few of the cheaper items, but we're not going to actually have cheap items in stock. We're going to just carry the expensive items, and that's your choice. That's the option you have, is to buy those. And I just kind of felt like that was not a game I wanted to play. That being said, I kind of don't like how I lost the definition of this heart now. That being said, Walmart is the only place that I know of that carries my Jennie-O ground turkey. And so Fry's used to carry it. It was a little more expensive. I was willing to pay a little bit more, but they stopped carrying it and they started carrying this new brand that is disgusting. Like, I cooked it like I normally cook my turkey, and it was as hard as a Super Bowl. It was so gross. I don't know how you mess up ground turkey, but they did. So I can't buy my ground turkey from Fry's anymore. So once a month I go to Walmart and I buy my meat, basically. Fry's also has a brand of frozen chicken breast that I find disgusting. And I don't really think I'm that picky, but I guess when it comes to meat, I am. But we don't hardly eat any beef. We mostly eat poultry. And so, you know, I want it to be good. So that's why I go to Walmart, but that's why I stopped going and getting all my groceries from Walmart. I really don't know why I started down this track of telling you this. I can't remember. But that's kind of cute. I could just put that right on there. See, I'm already feeling so accomplished with this method. That's not gonna work. Let me find, I want a itty bitty fabric scrap that's like dyed. So anyway, I went to Fry's this morning. I go to Fry's usually once a week and Walmart once a month. But I've already been to Fry's once this week, but my husband was like, "Are you going to Fry's tomorrow?" And I said, "No, but I mean, I could, but I wasn't planning on it." He has a big order to place on Amazon for RV parts. He's an RV repair person. And if we buy a gift card from Fry's for Amazon, we get fuel points for Fry's. So if we're going to spend the money anyway, it makes sense to go to Fry's and get the gift card and, you know, get the fuel points and then use the gift card. That's a really long explanation, but we're just hanging out anyway, right? I really like that. It's gonna get some words, I think. But I don't have to do that part today, and that's the thing I need to just work on, adding things willy-nilly where I want. So anyway, I did that this morning. And while I was there, I got myself a Bismarck because I've really been wanting one for the last few days. And we have, I know that's such a silly thing, but so we have really close to us a Circle K, and we have a QT. But the last couple times I've been to either one, their selection of donuts has been dismal at best. And then one time my husband and I were like, okay, we'll split apple fritter from QT. It was so dry and unappealing, so that was disappointing. So my craving never went away. But today I was at Fry's and I treated myself to a fresh jelly donut from their bakery. So that was fun. So that's the benefits of going out and adulting, is you get to treat yourself. You know, if you choose, which I'm trying to be better about treating myself. I'm historically not good at treating myself. I'm really good at treating the people around me, but not myself. So I'm working on that. Yeah, that was fun to just add in those polka dots. I don't know what we're doing with them, but reminding myself I don't have to know. That's cute. Anyway, but that made, I think the third time I've been to Fry's this week, which is unusual. I'm not even really a big fan of, like, this is gonna sound terrible. I'm not a big fan of leaving the house in general, but it's just crazy out there. It's just gotten way busier than I care to deal with. And I know part of that is just the area I live in, and it's growing. It's still growing rapidly here. They're putting in all kinds of development all around us. And yeah, I'm kind of looking to have a couple acres out in the country, but this sounds funny, but I want to have good internet. I think it's important for what I do to have good internet, and it's important to my 18-year-old, you know, she thrives on the internet, so yeah. But I would just love to have a yard, like a nice big yard, and free-range chickens, and they don't even have to be free-range. If they could just have a nice big chicken yard, that would be great. I've had chickens other times in my life, like when we lived in Wisconsin, we had chickens, and I loved them. I loved having them, and I loved the eggs, and I loved their little sounds that they make. There have been times where I have just found a channel on YouTube that is just chickens. It's just chicken sounds, and I'll just play it because I find it so soothing. Their little clucks, and you know, yeah, I'm probably weird. That's okay. I'm used to it. I'm used to being weird. Odd duck. I'm really okay with not fitting in. But yeah, this city life is not where I want to be for the rest of my life, but I'm very grateful that it was here when we needed it. But hopefully within the next year or so we can move and find that peace that we're looking for. I know that peace has to be found within, and I'm working on that while I wait. So that is not lost on me that I need to work on that. So, what else should we chat about today? Yeah, I am aware that I'm sticking my matte medium brush into my gesso. This is how I roll. I don't get fussy. I just don't. I was just telling my friend Birdie we have Marco Polo, and I was just telling her that I had to wash out my paint water jar because it was so gross. I'm pretty sure that no paintbrush would be getting clean in that water, but that sometimes the brushes sit in there so long that all the water evaporates. That's how bad I am about maintaining, but I don't buy expensive brushes. That being said, I'm amazed at how well they hold up. So, shout out to Michaels for providing inexpensive brushes that hold up to people who abuse them, because that's what I got going on over here. All right. I kind of like this, but it seems a little dramatic, so I'm thinking I'm gonna put some of this tissue down, this sewing tissue. If you ever get Etsy orders from me, you probably have sewing tissue. I usually wrap them into sewing tissue, the orders. Not always. Like if it's just one item that would fit best in a flat envelope, then sometimes I won't wrap it, but if it's a regular sized order, and the book orders, I don't wrap in tissue. They get a little cello bag, but regular Bricolage Factory orders, they get wrapped in tissue. Sewing paper tissue. When my mom came, so my shipping room is also my guest room. So when my mom came for Christmas, I had cleaned out the drawers that hold my tissue, most of them anyway, for her to use while she was here. And I don't recall what I did with the tissue that was in those drawers. So I need to find that. I try to be minimalist because this is an issue for me. Like losing stuff is an issue for me. But clearly I'm not minimalist enough because I'm still losing stuff. And I'm like, how far could it have gone? I'm sure I stuck it inside of something to save space, but I'm not sure what that thing was. So, don't know. So I'm just kind of going through and putting backgrounds on is what I'm doing, I guess. And then maybe I'll go through at some point and add some focal points. Well, I guess I did add that one picture that was a focal point. So I know Birdie was talking about journaling by fives, which is like adding layers, but I'm not really familiar with the method. But it sounds interesting. I should look it up. But I'm not doing that per se. I'm just going in and adding. I am adding layers, but not by fives, because I don't know exactly what that means. I'm assuming there's like a layer of color and maybe a layer of texture. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all probably know. I have a really hard time focusing on like tutorials and YouTube stuff. I just, yeah, my attention span is not good. I have to be doing something else, and then I find that if it's too in-depth of like a tutorial, I either have to be following along doing the thing, or I really can't watch it because it ends up kind of distracting me from what I'm doing, because I'm like, oh, I have to watch that, and then I don't get anything done. So yeah. Anyway, I keep looking in here wondering if I should be pulling out some different things. I probably should have done that like before I came on. Well, that's kind of cute. I wonder if that would fit. Maybe. Maybe. All right. Actually, I think she's kind of big, but just wondering if part of her would fit on here. Let's try it. What do we got to lose besides a piece of an old pattern? I kind of like her gloves. If I could keep those in the picture, that would be fun, but I don't know. Yeah. Well, she's taken up the whole page, so I don't know, but whatever. There's no rules. And this is just going to be a fun little journal to flip through. See, yeah, I make these like rules for myself about, I think I'm going to use a stronger glue for this though, because I've got a layer on the back of this, so it's a little bit thick. So I make these rules like, oh, this journal's going to be all this theme. And I have really good intentions when I start it, and then I don't finish it. So I'm trying to get over that because I really admire when people just have these random journals. I think it's really cool. But then I somehow go and apply these random rules to myself and don't allow myself to do that. So yeah, I'll work at getting over that. Oh, please. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Just hang out there, okay? Okay. That's fun. I like that. Very cool. All right. I'll save that for something else. And then maybe I can put like words over here or something later, not right now. Oh, we're coming along. We're coming along. Okay. Is that supposed to be glued together, or did I just do that? I just did that. So that's that's a problem if I don't let stuff dry. Look at, I already feel better about this. I feel like it's making progress, and I needed that. That's still wet. I got rid of my heat tool because I never use it, but I could use it right now. No, I don't want it back. The person I gave it to is probably watching this going, I told you you're going to want that again. Do you want it back? No. It's my friend Nina. We are constantly exchanging crafting supplies and various items. We have a bag that we just trade. We each have a bag, and then we'll just swap bags and give the other person the other bag. And then when we see each other, and then we'll refill it, and then the next time we see each other, give that to the other person. It's nice. It's nice having a crafty friend that lives nearby. We actually live about a half an hour apart from each other, but we try to get together and do fun things once in a while. She works and her schedule is very busy, so we don't get together as often as we'd like, but sometimes. All right. I don't know why I want to cover that page up, but I really like this, and I'm trying to lose that needing a reason for everything, so we're just gonna slap it in there. That's what we're doing. I'm gonna not go over the top of it because then I'd have to wait for it to dry, which I need to go back and make sure these aren't sticking. I'm learning. Almost 50 years old and I'm learning. Oh, go me. Okay. So I just had the thought, maybe I want to do like a little flip out here. That would be cute. But how would I do that? How would I do that? Let's think on your feet. That'll be fun. Let's see. I have so much paper. I need to do more master boards or snippet rolls or something that uses scraps. Let's use some of this vintage tape. This is the vintage tape that I demoed for my Patreons the other day. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, the wheels are cranking now. Hang on. Yeah. A little bit smaller. Got this. We got this. Yeah. So I'm gonna just put it on there. And then, let's see, I wouldn't need a full one, but whatevs. Gonna do that. Get it right up on the edge there. And fold it over, but I think I'm gonna cut a little bit off because I don't want all of that on the other side. But I'll show you what I'm gonna do with it. Probably out of screen, and I'm sorry. Here we go. There we go. That's cute. And then made it just a little too long. Just trim her off there. But then I'm going to put this one on the inside. Oh, I love that. I love it. So there we got a little flippy flap. So someday when I'm coming back through here and putting stuff in, I got a little flippy flap. Right? That's fun. I feel like I should age that a little bit. Yes, I like it. This seems a little bright now too. All right. Yay. Okay, this is drying nicely. Just making sure it's not gluing together. All right. Maybe just add a couple more pieces. It's kind of crazy to me. Oh, I like this, like, spanning the two. That's cool. It's kind of amazing to me that these little tiny journals have 40 pages. If you count front and back, it's 40 pages. Like, that's a lot of surface for such a tiny journal. I love them. I know I already said that, but here we go. I have been knocking stuff over left and right lately. I feel like the older I get, the more clumsy I get. This morning, I slammed, and I mean slammed, my foot into the wall. I mean, I can't even blame it on like the couch or something. No, I slammed my foot into the wall. I was just coming out of the bathroom, and I'm like, really, Ricky? Really? First day with the new feet. Anyway. So, I'm excited to get this posted, have another video up. I love hearing from you guys. If you made it this far, I would love for you to hit the like button if you like, or subscribe if you haven't done that. I don't know where this is going, but it's fun. I love just hanging out with you guys, and it gives me a good reason to show up in art. So I appreciate that. So I've got one tutorial up on my Patreon page, but sometime this week I want to, well, today is Friday, so I guess I should say within the week, I want to spit it out, Ricky. Get another tutorial done for Patreon. And I want to do the rust dye. So I want to do a tutorial on first rusting items that you want to get rusted, and then using that water that you made rusty to dye stuff, because I've been having a lot of fun with that. So and I've been telling my patrons if they have suggestions of things they'd like to see me do a tutorial on, to let me know. So I'm very open to teaching whatever. This is from an old spool. I think that's gonna be cute, kind of going across there. Let's get this little spot needs to go down. Go. So my youngest daughter, I have two daughters. One is almost 30. She doesn't like me to say that, but it's true. And the other one just turned 18. And so the older one took the younger one to get her nose pierced the other day. So they had a little sister bonding moment, and I was so happy that I did not have to be there for it. it looks very good on her. It looks adorable. She's cute, and it's great. And they did a great job, but I had no desire to witness that hole being poked, although they filmed it for me, which was just really nice of them. But that was another reason I had to go to Fry's today. She was out of saline solution for cleaning it, so grabbed a couple of those. I'm super happy with this. So get the little flippy flappy, and then the vintage spool label there. That's fun. Fun. Yeah, I feel good about this method. Thank you, Birdie, for showing me this method and inspiring me to just go through and get some layers down. I bet this will help me journal, because I have, like, let me see, somewhere on my desk, here we go. So I have this journal. I've been trying to fill this journal for probably 3 years. And I really want to do more in it. Yeah, 2021, I guess that's only a couple of years, but anyway, I need to work in that. And then I have this journal that was made by Too Many Gears is her name on Instagram. And so this is my Say What journal. And in here I have words. So I didn't go in order. Some of them are still blank. She told me what the pages are. But words that are unusual. And I want to work in this as well. Nellie Pot, one who walks barefoot. I mean, I couldn't believe I found a picture of a little girl who was barefoot. Selkooth, unfamiliar, rare, strange, and yet marvelous. So yeah, I want to get this finished. I want to work in this, and I don't work in my art journals enough, and I really want to, so I'm gonna work on that. This journal was supposed to be like when we would go somewhere and shop or meet up with a friend, then I would take a picture and write about it and put my receipts in there for business. Yeah, I did about 5 pages and then it's done, but I need to get back to that as well. So, and like change it up, like it's not going to be a receipt holder anymore. Just put the pictures in there and write what we did, that sort of thing. So yeah, with any luck, eventually this art journal maker will have some actual art journals to show off. Wouldn't that be such a great concept, right? I think I'm gonna just leave this for now because it says, whew, I'm tired, and I feel that. So I've only made it halfway through. That's adorable too. And I think I'm gonna call it good for right now, because this video is probably long enough and you all have things to do and lives and everything. So I will come back and do another video where I add some more and we can chat again. And thanks for hanging out. Thanks again to my patrons. I'm so thankful for you guys. And yeah, I think that's it. I'll try to put my links down below to like my Etsy shop. I'll just put my Linktree link down below, and that will have to my email list, my Etsy shop, my Patreon, Fodder School 2. It's got all that stuff on there. So if you guys have any questions, drop a comment, let me know. Let me know if you want to see something different, and I'll do my best. And yeah, I'll talk to you next time. Bye.